You know that feeling when you walk into a conference room to give a presentation and you plug your laptop in and just absolutely nothing happens?
Oh, yeah, just the worst.
Right, just a blank screen and like a table full of tangled wires. It's just pure creeping panic.
It is basically the modern professional's worst nightmare.
Hmm.
I mean, we expect commercial spaces to just intuitively know what we want them to do the second we sit down.
Exactly. And welcome to today's deep dive, where we are looking into exactly how we fix that nightmare for you.
Yeah, we are examining the product specs for a device called the Atlona AT-OME-CS31-SA-C.
Right, which is quite the name. But our mission for you today is to translate this jargon-heavy, like $2,250 piece of AV equipment into the fascinating reason why modern classrooms and meeting rooms actually function smoothly.
It really is the hidden infrastructure of our daily work lives. I mean, most end users will never even see this device.
Yeah.
But it is entirely responsible for making a hybrid meeting feel completely seamless.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The unit features 3x1 switching, meaning it handles one USB-C and two HDMI inputs, right?
Right, and it routes them to a single HDMI output while supporting full 4K HDR formats.
Which is a ton of data.
It is, and we all know the pain of provisioning a room with, separate power breaks and HDMI extenders and USB hubs.
Oh, the absolute worst.
Right, so consolidating all of that down to a single USB-C pipeline completely changes how we design small meeting spaces. It essentially eliminates the dreaded conference room cable nest.
Wait, hold on. Does it actually eliminate it, though? I mean, you still need cables running from this hub to the displays and the network and the cameras, right?
Oh, sure.
So we aren't really eliminating the wires. We're just kind of hiding the chaos under the table so the user doesn't see it. Like a digital traffic cop.
That is a very fair point, yeah. We are containing the chaos. I mean, for the person actually presenting, they only have to interact with one cable.
Right, that makes sense.
So think of that USB-C connection like a multi-lane highway running over a single bridge.
Mhm.
Video and bidirectional data are commuting back and forth in the fast lanes.
While the power is just on the shoulder.
Exactly. 60 watts of electricity is simultaneously flowing down the shoulder to keep the laptop battery fully charged.
Okay, so the user only has to worry about one cable. But plugging in is still a manual step. What happens once that physical connection is actually made?
Well, that is where the system fully takes over. Manual connectivity is really only half the battle here.
Right.
This unit features automatic display control via protocols like CEC, IP, or RS-232, and it pairs directly with occupancy sensors, like the AT-OME-CS900N.
Okay, instead of just dropping alphabet soup like CEC, how does that actually wake the room up? Because to me, that sounds a bit like a ghost in the machine.
It does sound like magic, right? But CEC just stands for Consumer Electronics Control. Instead of needing a separate remote, this Atlona unit uses CEC to send a literal electrical wake-up command right through the HDMI cable itself.
Oh.
Yeah, so the second the system detects a device has been plugged in, or, the occupancy sensor detects motion in the room, it fires that command. The TV turns on automatically.
And when you leave.
When the sensor notices everyone has left, it just powers everything down. It's actually Energy Star, qualified specifically because it completely removes human error from power management.
Which means no more universal office panic trying to figure out which remote changes the TV to HDMI 2.
Exactly.
I am entirely on board with that. But let's look at the other half of the equation, because the visual side is running on autopilot, sure.
Right.
But I've been in plenty of meetings where the 4K video looks absolutely amazing, yet we spend 10 minutes screaming, you're on mute or battling a squealing microphone. How does this system handle all that audio chaos?
Well, the specs show this unit isn't just a video switcher. It's actually a 2x25-watt amplifier with built-in digital signal processing.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting for you listening. The specs mention a feature called audio ducking and PA muting.
Yeah, ducking is crucial.
It's basically like having an automatic DJ in the room that intuitively knows to turn down the background music the exact second the boss starts speaking.
That is a great way to put it. The mechanism behind ducking is actually brilliant. The system is just constantly monitoring the electrical voltage coming from the microphone's balanced input line.
Okay, tracking the voltage.
Right. And the millisecond that voltage spikes, meaning, someone started talking, the processor mathematically suppresses the audio frequencies of the background program audio.
Wait, really? And it does this instantly?
Instantly. Like no one has to lunge for a volume dial. And if a building-wide PA announcement comes through, it drops the local audio entirely.
So it just knows priorities based on the signal detection.
Exactly, handles the hierarchy for you.
That is wild. So what does this all actually mean for you the next time you walk into a meeting space and everything just works?
Yeah,
The screen wakes up, the video is crisp, the audio balances itself. You'll know there's likely a hidden hub just like this one pulling all the strings behind the scenes.
it really highlights how much intelligence is being built directly into the infrastructure of our commercial spaces right now.
It really does. Which leaves you with one final thought. If commercial spaces can now automatically detect our presence and perfectly sync our digital tools the literal moment we sit down, how long until our personal living rooms start anticipating and managing our home media environments with this exact same invisible intelligence?
That is a really fascinating question.
Something for you to mull over next time you're hunting around the couch cushions for the remote. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.